When it comes to someone actually having narcissistic personality disorder, they need to have at least 5 of the criteria from the DSM-5. So they usually have things like that sense of entitlement, the lack of empathy, the envious nature, the exploitative behaviour, the grandiosity, the arrogant and haughty behaviour, preoccupied with themselves, seeking that excessive attention, a belief that they're special. However, you can be dealing with a narcissistic individual that perhaps isn't on the disorder, but they have 3 or 4 very negative traits and that pervasive pattern of behaviour. And that is who they are. However, underlining that, they have their own different unique personality types. So one can be somatic and into their looks. One can be cerebral and quite intelligent. One can be compassionate and use causes to seem like they're caring to exploit people. They're not actually compassionate. They lack the empathy. They just latch onto a cause to exploit people. Some can be quite community orientated. It's how they get their attention. Some can be self-righteous. You can have the grandiose who just doesn't see an issue with themselves and has enough people to back up their lies. You can have the fragile who's very trapped in that victim mindset. You can have the covert and the overt. However, narcissistic individuals will use overt behaviours as and when it suits, and they will use covert behaviours as and when it suits. And they can use covert passive-aggressive behaviours that are often more subtle and insidious compared to those overt behaviours. When it comes to a covert narcissist, they can use things that many people can do from time to time, now and again, or such as a comedian. It's their job to be sarcastic, to be funny, to make people laugh. So a narcissist will use a covert tactic such as sarcasm and subtle put-downs because they can get away with it by saying, well, I was only joking, I was only having a laugh, I'm only messing around. They've got that plausible deniability in there. Covert narcissists often use sarcasm and backhanded compliments, not to make a situation feel more comfortable, but to make you feel more uncomfortable. They use those veiled insults to undermine you while they've got that plausible deniability. They go all out with the silent treatment. Now, when we've been hurt by something or in some way, we can all fall silent. We are all capable of doing this if we're going through something. But then we usually tell the other person we just need some space and then speak to the other person once we've dealt with our own feelings. Narcissists use the silence as a weapon. They withdraw communication to punish and to manipulate others, to leave other people feeling ignored and devalued. The victim mentality. When you've been traumatized or victimized, it's normal to go through that sort of state of the victim mentality. And we do have to be very careful that that victim mentality doesn't become our personality and then it doesn't become our personal reality. Narcissistic individuals will portray themselves as the victim in any given situation if it means they can avoid taking responsibility for their actions, if it means they can deflect the blame onto a scapegoat, if it means they can gain the sympathetic attention, if it means they can make somebody else take the fall for their behaviour so that they can avoid responsibility for their actions. Procrastination and deliberate inefficiency. We're all capable of procrastinating in our lives. We are all more than capable of doing this. With a narcissist, they will intentionally delay tasks or perform them poorly, using that weaponized incompetence, perform them badly, and then when you give them that constructive feedback, they turn around and say, nothing's ever good enough for you, is it? I can't do anything right for you, can I? Yet they'll ask you to do something you've never done before, you'll have a go at it, and then they'll criticize you and mock you about it rather than giving you that constructive feedback. Narcissistic individuals use procrastination because they can express their hostility indirectly. They can create frustration for others without that direct conversation. You can arrange to go somewhere that's important to you and they will drag their feet. to make life as difficult as possible for you as they can. They will use feigning ignorance and forgetfulness. Covert narcissists might pretend to forget important days. They might pretend to forget important tasks, to forget important details, to cause you inconvenience, to cause you pain, all while they can appear innocent and claim that you're the one that forgot to remind them. They will use that subtle undermining. A narcissistic individual will often undermine other people's efforts and achievements in ways that often seem incredibly harmless or just coincidental, to erode your confidence, to erode your self-worth, without them using that sort of overt aggression towards you. They use that passive aggressive resistance. So a narcissistic individual might indeed agree to plans or agree to a request, but then they create obstacles, they create diversions, they sabotage things. They'll promise to drive you to an important interview, and then lo and behold, the moment you need to leave, they can't find the car keys because they've hidden them. Then they'll have a go at you for misplacing them, and then they'll help you look for them, find them when it's too late, and expect the praise for them finding the car keys that they took and hid. But they've got that plausible deniability because you don't know for a fact that they did it, even though your instincts are screaming at you that they did. They prevent things from moving forward smoothly. They will promise you something in the future to get their needs met in the present, and then once their needs have been met in the present, they delay that future event. They keep putting it off. They keep putting obstacles in the way. And as this can happen in life, as two people can sort of agree to go on holiday together, and then all of a sudden the house, the roof needs fixing, the car needs fixing, and they can't get that holiday, and they're like, it's okay, we'll do it next year. That mutual understanding. A narcissist will find something to avoid the deal they made, to back out on the deal, while using that plausible deniability, so it's very difficult to confront them and challenge them. These passive-aggressive behaviours do make it extremely challenging to confront the narcissist or to address the narcissist, because they do fly under the radar. They are covert behaviours. They are hidden. They can be easily rationalised away. They can be easily dismissed. We can all not know something. A narcissist will pretend to not know something. We can all procrastinate. A narcissist will procrastinate on purpose to wind you up. We can all fall silent. A narcissist will use it to regain control over a situation. When it comes to dealing with people, it's about spending time to let them reveal who they are and not believe who they sell themselves to be. Because when we meet people, we can all put our best face forward, but we're usually putting our face forward. A narcissist will get to know all about you, and then they will match you, and they will sell themselves to you as though they have the same values, the same beliefs, and the same dreams as you. So you believe you've met someone that's incredible, that really understands you, and that they're just manipulating you to get their needs met by you. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, please do add those into the comments for people reading them. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour, to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. I do also have several books out on Amazon. How to create boundaries around those who have no respect for your boundaries. A Narcissists Handbook, which is the ultimate guide to understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse. 15 rules to deal with narcissistic people if you cannot go no contact with them. The new book, which is the hilarious and horrifying narcissistic memes and their meanings. And this one strays away from actually learning about the disorder and is more focused on recovery, which is healing from narcissistic abuse. a guided journal for recovery and empowerment. And these are all available on Amazon if you'd like to go and take a look at those. The links will be in the video description. Thank you very much for watching. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.